What's up, YouTube? Lightning 2288 Rich back with another haul. This is all the next probably like 10 to 15 books are on Beef and Frankincense from a couple of weeks ago, and some purchases off eBay, and that'll be about it. And I just want to thank everybody for all the kind words and support for my last video. Still getting the hate, but you know what? Oh well. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't bother me anymore. I'm just gonna start blocking people that send me the nasty hate mail. But not a lot of keys. Just basically, I got the books for like covers and the artists I like. I mean, of course, at the end of the video, I'm gonna show some of the bigger keys I did get. I couldn't show. I was supposed to get a major key. I was doing a trade with a buddy, and something came up, so hopefully I'll get it in for the next haul. And of course, a couple of stories, and a heartbreaking story, guys. And I know I always tell stories on like successful Craigslist hauls or meetings, but I have one that it broke my heart and I missed out on it. And I'll tell that story during the video. But let's get this started. The first book, this is a Superman 249. Of course, I'm still on the hunt for all the Neil Adams Superman books. Of course, Neil Adams cover. Kurt Swan did the penciling, and this book's actually getting kind of hot right now. This is the first appearance of Terror Man and Nova, their version of Nova, I guess, in the DC universe. I actually looked him up on the DC Wikia, and he has almost every kind of power Nova has in the Marvel universe. But like I said, you get it more for Terra Man, still a significant Superman character. And before I get to the next book, I want to show my new background for all you haters out there right now. Cowboy Nation. I know this has nothing to do with books, but I have to shout out the Dallas Cowboys, looking good right now, 5-1. And I know I got plenty of subscribers that are from New York, and we played the Giants on Sunday. And like I said, I'm just going to apologize right now because we're going to run the ball down your guys' throats. But like I said, any Cowboy fans out there, we're looking good right now. It's been 18 years since anything's happened, but I got my hopes up this season. They're looking real good. The next book, Superman 241, and this is another Neil Adams cover. Kurt Swan did the penciling, and a Denny O'Neil story. Awesome cover. And like I said, all these Superman books, guys, I literally got, I have to give an estimate, like between $4 to $8. So like I said, the Neil Adams stuff for Batman, wherever you go, whatever shop you go to, where they're always like 15 or higher. They could even be for instance, today I was actually at Frankincense Day. I only picked up like maybe 6 or 7 books because it's just the comic industry is getting so hot now. Everything is super expensive, especially with DC just announcing their movies till 2050 or whatever. Everything is going up, even the fillers I like. So I think I'm going to have to start slowing down a little bit and just start picking up more like along the lines of these type books opposed to like just the key issues. So I'm definitely going to focus on the artists. And, like I said, I'm not going to stop key or first appearance hunting, but at the same time, it's hard to stealth buy now. And like I said, I'm just going to start focusing on a lot of the Neil Adams stuff I've been wanting. But like I said, Superman 241, no key to it, Neil Adams and Kurt Swan and Denny O'Neil. Next one is Superman 236, and I don't know if I mentioned, that's probably like a fine plus. Most of these are like fine pluses. I mean, the older ones are going to be in the VG range, but these are like fine. That's actually like a very, very fine minus. But this is Superman 236, another beautiful Neil Adams cover, and of course, Kurt Swan did the insides. Let me just bring this up closer. It's a really awesome cover. Check that out. Can't go wrong with Neil Adams, especially, his Batman stuff's so high. If you guys love Neil Adams, you want to get pretty decent deals on some of his work, definitely go for the Superman books because they're relatively cheap right now as we speak. So God knows, and if you wait a month or two with the way comics are right now, if you give it any time, every book seems to just skyrocket. Superman 234, another beautiful Neil Adams, Kurt Swan, and Denny O'Neil collaboration. Awesome. This is an awesome cover. Like I said, all these were, I think they were all around $5-6. So real happy to have them. They're all in nice condition too. Okay, anyways, let me get to the first story, guys. Okay, I had it happened last Monday. Let me get the next book out here. This is Superman number 216, and this one is awesome. This is not Neil Adams, but it's another artist I like, and I found out he did the cover to this, so I definitely want. This is a cover by Joe Kubert, an artist that doesn't get enough love in my opinion. But look at that. That is beautiful. Like I said, $5. I mean, you can see a little wear up in the upper left corner, but other than that, definitely, not passing up all these like Silver Age books for like $5 each. Okay, last Monday, I didn't put an ad up like acting like a dealer, but I check Craigslist at least 2 to 3 times a day just to check for any postings. So Monday after I take my kids to school, I get back. It's probably around 8:30. And I go on Craigslist, and there's a guy that has a new posting, just got posted. It says vintage Superman books. So off the bat, I'm like, oh man, he doesn't even say Silver Age. I'm thinking like he said vintage Superman books, and he had the dates 1955 to 1963. And he just had a picture of just a stack of books for his ad. So I end up calling him about 9 in the morning, and I'm talking to him. And I'm just telling him, well, what condition are they in? He don't know. I said, are they VG, fine copies? He didn't know what the hell I was talking about. And I asked him, how much does he want? How much do you want for the books? He said, guys, check this out, $3 each. So now I'm starting to salivate at the mouth. So we keep talking. I said, well, can you give me some of the number? I'm just trying to fill in runs and stuff here. Let me get to the next book so you have something new to look at. This is a Superman number 214. This is another Neil Adams. Kurt Swan did the insides. But check this cover out. It's another. God, man, Neil Adams. And like I said, guys, this is going to be not as heavy as a key video as you guys are probably used to. But like I said, it's getting expensive. So I'm going to start going after more of these kind of covers and, artists that I do enjoy. So anyways, I'm talking to him. And I asked him, I need books to fill in my room. I'm just, talking shit or whatever. And I asked him how much does he want, and he said $3 a piece. So and then we started talking more, and I asked him the condition. He didn't know what condition. All he said was, well, they're good for being 50, 60 years old. So that's good enough for me. So I asked him, what numbers do you have? So he's giving me some Superman numbers, and then he goes to, well, I think they're also, remember, I said, well, do you got any adventure or action comics? He said, yeah, I got some action books here, actually. I said, can you give me the numbers of them? He goes, the first number he gives me, guys, Action 240. So I'm like, oh, okay. He says, oh, I got Action 240, 241, and 242. Now, if you guys don't know what Action 242 is, that's the first appearance of Brainiac. So once he said that, and I don't know if he was bullshitting me or not, but whatever. And he lived about an hour away. So once he said Action 242, I kind of had to take a deep breath. I didn't want to say nothing as soon as he said that book, because that's the first Brainiac. That book, in any grade is worth the pickup. That book is expensive as shit right now, and especially since he's been confirmed for one of the Justice League movies as being one of the villains. So I tell him, I said, well, can I come look at the books right now? And he said, okay, but there's a guy that already called me, said he's going to be there within the hour, and it's going to take me about, I say, an hour to get there from where I live. So, dude, as soon as I get off the phone with him, dude, I jump in my truck and I just peel out. Sorry about the bad sound effects right there. So I'm going about 90, 95 on the freeway. Dude calls me up, tells me the guy's already there. He's looking through the books. He said, you can still come up, and maybe he won't buy everything. And right after he said that, the guy, I could hear him in the background saying, I'll take it all. So I don't know if it was true, but whoever beat me to that Craigslist haul, if you do happen to see this video, or please make a video. I would love to see. And there was 60 Silver Age books, guys, and one of them had first Brainiac. God knows what else was in that lot or in that collection that he bought. 60 books for $3 a piece, $180. So he basically paid all $180 for all those. And I tell you what, a 230 Brainiac probably goes for $400 to $500 on eBay as we speak. So, like I said, not everything's a success story, and I just wanted to mention that because I always, make it look like that every time I do a Craigslist, it's a success. But that, literally after he called me and told me that, and then the guy, I could hear him back and said, I'll take it all. I had a little tear in my eye. But you know what? I'm happy for him. He got a hell of a deal and some really great books. And I got I got another story I'll tell towards the end of the video. It's some cruel shit my family decided to play a trick on me, but I'll get to that in a little bit. This is Superman number 210. This is another Neil Adams, Kurt Swan cover. No keys to it, and I even looked up no minor, like, insignificant keys or anything like that. But like I said, to me, Neil Adams is a key himself. So anything he does, I'm on board with it. And I'm getting real close to getting all the Superman books. Still need to get the Green Lantern, and the Batman stuff is just overly expensive right now. Superman 208. Another Neil Adams, Kurt Swan collaboration. I mean, all the Neil Adams covers that he did, Kurt Swan did the penciling. And some of the books, Denny O'Neil actually did the writing. Like I said, and these are all in fairly good shape for $5 each. So if you guys have a chance to pick Neil Adams stuff up, and I know there's a huge following for Neil Adams, definitely pick it up. Let me move some of these books out the way. I think you guys can stare at some Cowboys stuff again. And this is a cover that I was real excited to get. I've been looking for it for a while. And the eBay prices was like, I mean, it wasn't expensive, like $10-15. But like I said, I found it for $5. Beautiful cover. This is Superman 205, another Neil Adams cover. Just beautiful. Look at the artwork on it, the detail. Another book in fairly good shape. Probably more like on the fine side. But like I said, for $5, definitely can't go wrong with that. Superman 204, another beautiful Neil Adams, and this is Neil Adams' another Neil Adams cover. I'm sorry, guys, and this is actually a first appearance of an item in the DC universe. This is first appearance of Q energy. Basically, it was energy that was from another dimension that had the same effect as kryptonite. I don't know how prevalent that is or how much it was used since, but that's actually what the Q energy is. It's like a different form of kryptonite. Like I said, check out that cover, though. Can't go wrong with that cover. Especially the green. I love the green. And this is where we're getting a little bit to the more older books. And they're a little bit more beat up. This is Superman 172. Kurt Swan, no key to it. And like I said, I love Kurt Swan as well as Neil Adams. You know, especially the way they draw Superman. Just can't go wrong with either one, really. Superman 165. Another Kurt Swan cover. I thought it was kind of cool. I mean, you can see a little tape pull right there, a couple tape pulls. But like I said, it was only a few dollars for this one. And like I said, I'm not about like getting everything in high grade. I just want my collection to grow. And just the way things are right now, I think we're gonna have to start settling for more low grade stuff because it's just getting too expensive now. Superman 150. And this is a Kurt Swan, and actually Jerry Siegel did the writing, so really cool. But like I said, it's pretty decent shape. I mean, for $5, can't go wrong with it. Definitely working on Superman stuff, especially while it's like relatively cheap. Besides, of course, you know, I think every first appearance or key issue is expensive. But, you know, I do work on a lot of runs, and you know what's weird? Today I went to Frankenstein's. I was trying to complete more of my Aquaman stuff I was needing. My God, all the Aquaman stuff is extremely expensive now. I mean, I'm talking filler Silver Age books. They've all gone up. About 4 months ago, I was picking them up for $5-6. They had them there, dude. Everything there was like $20-25 for filler books. So it is getting pretty carried away now. And this is Action Comics number 485. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Neil Adams cover. Love this cover. And like I said, another book that was $5. And I'm just telling you, books like this are going to go. There's going to be a demand for them eventually. Once everybody completes their Neil Adams stuff, Green Lantern, especially Batman, that's what he's most known for. They're definitely going to start going for this. Especially with the Superman hype of the movie, people are going to start going after these books. So if you could get them now and get them relatively cheap, definitely pick them up. They're worth the pickup. But check that cover out. Beautiful cover. And happy to get this one. Really happy. This is Action Comics 361, I believe. Yeah, 361. And this is a Neil Adams. And actually Jim Shooter did the writing. This is also the second appearance of Parasite. And I think, as collectors, I think we're so concerned about the first appearances all the time that we tend to neglect the second appearance, and second appearances are worth the pickup. So if you see this, in which I do think Parasite's first appearance is undervalued. I don't know what it is now. I already had it, and I don't really look up books that I already have, but I know at the time I got it, I thought it was undervalued. And I definitely think and his books are definitely due for a push. He's going to be used eventually, especially with the way DC's already mapped out everything. I mean, he's going to be in a movie eventually, and he is a significant, very significant Superman villain. So if you can't afford the first appearance, which I don't think it's too pricey, but I'm talking more or less to the newer collectors, maybe the younger guys, definitely get this book. This book's really, really easily attainable. I mean, shit, man, it's probably like a fine copy, fine plus maybe, but I mean, I've seen them on eBay. You could probably get it for like $10-15. So definitely pick up the second appearance at least. And this one's a beater copy, but I just happen to just like the cover. This is Action Comics 283, and just another beautiful Curt Swan cover, and a story about the red kryptonite and all that. So, but I just like the cover. I actually like this, I guess, the Kryptonite Superman or whatever you would call that, but definitely need to read it. But it's so beat up, guys. When I was putting it in Mylar, I wanted to read it, but man, it just looks like if I open it up, it's just going to fall apart in my damn hand, so I just left it alone. Okay. Some more cowboy goodness. Don't talk shit, guys. Especially, I don't know, Jimmy C and Clint or Hero Hunter 81. I know you guys are from Jersey and stuff, so I figure you're either a Giant or a Jet fan, so it don't matter either one. You guys are kind of screwed. But like I said, the next, well, no, I'm trying to go in out of order. This book I did actually get off eBay, and I'm surprised. Of course, Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1. Jim Steranko cover, anything. This is another artist I definitely need to start picking up his books. I kind of neglected him. He does have some crazy looking art, but happy to get this one, and surprisingly not that expensive. Out of all the 68 premiere issues, this is the cheapest one. I think it's even cheaper than Captain Marvel #1. So now that I got this, there's only 168 premiere issue I need left, and it's the most expensive Iron Man #1. I don't know if I'm going to get that anytime soon. Hopefully sometime next year, but God knows that book is just, it seems like it keeps going up. But like I said, this book, I don't know if I even said the price. It's probably like I say like a fine plus. Maybe, I'll just say a fine plus to be conservative. But for $25 altogether with shipping, that's a really good deal. So I was real happy to get that. And I'm surprised with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show being successful that this book hasn't gone up at really all. I think it was more expensive about a year ago than it is now. So if you definitely see this in the wild, or you see it for a decent price, it's still worth the pickup. Plus a great artist too. So, and the next 3 books, they're basically filler books. But like I said, I got a huge X-Men collection, and I definitely want to start filling those out. So I did pick up some X-Men Silver Age actually today. And this is X-Men #46. Nothing special about it. Don Heck cover, another pretty cool artist. I just like the cover. And this book was, I believe it was like $8. But like I said, I need to fill in some of the X-Men books I do need. And I got a huge collection of X-Men books. I mean, I still need the big ones like X-Men 94 and stuff, but I'm getting pretty close, I'm missing about, from the run from 94 to 330, that's where I stopped collecting as a kid. I'm missing, I think, 6, and Silver Age X-Men, I got about 50 of them, so I got a really good run. I think I got a good shot at completing most of it. I don't think I'll ever get X-Men #1 like Chad Hagar or Jan Guy. Goddamn, so jealous of that, but I don't even think I might even get an X-Men 4, because you know what? As much as I love X-Men, I don't know if I'd want to pay $400 to $500 for Scarlet Witch, and I don't know. That's too expensive for those characters. So, but like I said, this is X-Men 46. Then I got X-Men 47. Stay up there. Another beautiful Don Heck cover. And then, of course, I just was building them up. I found this. This one's a little beat up, but hell, this was only like, I think it was $5. This is X-Men 49. Beautiful, beautiful Jim Steranko cover. I just love this cover. I definitely need to upgrade it, but for as cheap as it is, I'm definitely not going to pass it up. And let me get to the last. The next book I'm going to show you. This is what I was talking about. My family played a cruel ass joke on me. Okay, Fridays when I get home, my wife picks the kids up from my parents' house and then drives them home. They get home before I do, and I had a package waiting on the porch. And it was, like in a manila folder or whatnot. So what they decided to do is they ripped open the package, took the book out, and left it on the front porch. So and I knew there was a delivery coming that day. So as soon as I got home from work, I get all excited. I run up to the front door, and I noticed there was a manila folder all ripped up and shit. And I'm sitting there. I just think I got ripped off, so I'm pissed. I'm cussing. I'm punching the air. I'm yelling and shit. And my wife comes out, she played a good, she had a good poker face or whatever you call it. But she was like, "What's wrong?" I said, "Someone just ripped off." I was cussing too. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, "Someone just fucking stole my damn book." I'm pissed. She's like, "Well, contact the seller." And I'm like, "Well, the seller, it's not their fault that someone stole it." And I said, I just got burnt on like $75. And, and this is what's cruel. Most people would have said, okay, he's pissed. Let's show him the book. They actually let me sit for like 2 hours. We went to dinner. I'm pissed off, not enjoying the start of my weekend's horrible. Pissed off, not talking at dinner, come home, throw myself on the couch watching TV. Pissed. That's why, I'm going to be honest, guys. That's why I didn't make my video last night. It happened last night. But this is the book that they did. They finally, after 2 to 3 hours of me just fucking throwing a fit and being pissed off, my son comes out and says, "Oh, Dad, I think you're missing this." I was happy when they showed it, but at the same time, I was so pissed off because they actually let the joke go on like way too long. So I was really upset. So I warned them all, sometime this weekend, I'm going to get them back. So they better not go to sleep before I do. But anyways, guys, that's it for like my goofy stories. But of course, you all know, X-Men 101, first appearance of Phoenix. Super happy to have it. Like I said, it was $75. And it's the guy had it at a 7.5 actually. And like I said, when I buy from a seller and they usually say like they give it a number, a 7.0, 8.0, I always give it a point less. Like, okay, if they say it's a 7.0, I'm gonna be happy if it comes in at a 6. So with this one, a 7.5, I give it more like a 6.5. I think I might have overpaid for that grade. It was 75 and $5 shipping. So $80 or $6 shipping, so $81 altogether. But it was a book I needed, and if I keep waiting on it, I'm definitely gonna not. I feel like I'm gonna miss the boat. And more importantly, I mean, not only the first appearance of Phoenix, this is where the love triangle between Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean Grey started, and that's been a continuous thing through the X-Men history. So to me, that's just as important as the first appearance of Phoenix. So if you didn't know that it has 2 pretty significant keys within this book, and it just gets me that much closer, guys. I believe I'm, like I said, 5 books away from 94 to 330. Of course, 94 is gonna be the big one. But I need 100. So 194 are the big money books. Now 100, I know I can get easy. 94 will be a tricky. But I think in the way I'm collecting now, once I get 94, or once I complete the 94 up, I'm going to just focus on Silver Age, X-Men, and, some Supermans. And I'm going to cut out all the, like, certain keys that I just keep getting. I don't need every key. I need to start filling up my runs and, start dealing with that. Okay, the next book, another eBay purchase, of course, and it's beat up, but I'll tell you why I bought it. I don't know, I took a chance on it. And if you don't know, this is Adventure Comics 260. I know there was some argument for a while, the first Silver Age appearance of Aquaman. It's actually, I believe it is this book, Adventure Comics 260, the first Silver Age appearance of Aquaman, because the Showcase 30, this predates Showcase 30, and Showcase 30 is more, I think, is finally getting recognized as a tryout issue. So his first Silver Age appearance was in this book, and then they tried him out in Showcase to see how the book would do, and decided to give him his own ongoing series. So Adventure Comics 260, guys, it's expensive. I'm not on the lie, and this one's beat up. It's really beat up, but I bought it in a lot. It was a 7-8 book lot, if I remember, and it was $40. And the reason I bought it because no one was bidding on it. It didn't have, like I said, I took a chance. I'm not blaming the seller or nothing. It said buy as is, basically. You know, he even said there's some better ones, there's some good ones, but he had just like one or two picks, and they were just kind of like a pile, like all 8 books together, and only part of this book was showing, and I saw it. So I was like, holy shit, maybe no one will recognize that in his picks, and I'll be able to kind of sneak buy it on eBay. And I thought I did, and like I said, it's pretty beat up. It's probably like, shit, man, like a 2.5, 3.0 at best. But the Aquaman books are extremely hot right now. They're super expensive. If you could get this book, which on eBay right now, you're talking low grades are going between 80 to 100. And I don't talk buy now prices. I'm talking recently sold. And the Showcase 30, if you have a chance to get that, there was one I was watching, I let it go. It was a VG Plus, guys. It went for like $110, another expensive book. But if you have a chance to get this, and if you could get it even in a low grade, but get it at a price that's reasonable, definitely pick it up. Like I said, I mean, yeah, I got 8 books within this lot, and this actually, what sucked was this was the worst condition of all of them, and I took a chance, so that's on me. But it was only $40, and I think even if I decide to kind of, you know, flip this on eBay, I'd still at least get close, if not break even on my money back. So, still, I'm glad to have it. And the next 2 books, let me get them over here. This is one I've been kind of, I didn't even put it in Mylar yet, guys. I just got it in today. This was from eBay. I got it. It was a $24 shipping altogether. This is the one I've been touting the whole time. This is Flash 122. The first appearance of Top, and a Carmen Infantino cover. And like I said, guys, I know the Flash keys are extremely expensive, but if you have a chance, especially get his earlier stuff, pick them up. This one is still the first appearance of Captain Boomerang, that's starting to skyrocket. That's Flash 117. Now, Flash 113 is the Trickster. I still need that book. But once you get through Captain Boomerang and the Trickster, they're extremely expensive. This is probably the next best thing, and he has been confirmed to make an appearance on this season of Flash. And I showed it a while back. It might have been like 7, 8 videos back. I had another Flash book, the first appearance of the Golden Glider. She's the one that was engaged to this villain, the Top. And he eventually, and I got those books, so I should have brought them all out, but he eventually dies in a battle with the Flash, and that's where she becomes the Golden Glider, becomes the Flash villain herself. I definitely think that's going to be hopefully they use that type of storyline within the show. But still, like I said, guys, if you have a chance to pick up this Flash 122, still reasonable. All the Flash books are really expensive. Now, the one I'm super excited to get, been wanting it actually for months, but finally found one that at a grade that I really, you know, liked, and for the price. And as you can see, it's probably like a VG Plus, maybe a fine minus. But you can see there's just like a little chip right there. But other than that, man, it's not in bad shape. I mean, you can see a little bit of wear right here. But that's my eBay going off. But other than that, man, the colors are vibrant. It's still gloss on it. And I got this all together. And it's weird because the seller had it at a VG minus, but I think it's at least a VG plus fine minus. So real happy with that. And it cost me, I believe it was $65. I think it was $65 altogether, straight out the door with shipping and everything. So real happy. And this is a Flash. I'm sorry, I didn't say this is Flash 112, first appearance of Elongated Man. Definitely worth the pickup, guys. If you get any Flash books, basically you can't go wrong from 122 down. Well, you still need 123, 129 is the key, and of course 139 Reverse Flash, which I still need. But like I said, you go anything. Okay, guys, James calling me. Let me answer real quick. I'll put him on speaker. Hopefully he don't be an ass. Hey, what's up, man?
Asshole.
Hey, asshole. Hey, I'm making my video right now. You're on. Say hi to your fans.
Hey, what's up? Why are you making a video right now?
Because I'm making it. You just called and interrupted. I almost done my video.
Oh, fuck.
All right, I'll call you when I'm done, fool.
So redo it.
Nah, I ain't redoing it. Just say bye to everybody. You're on camera right now.
Alright, bye.
Later. Alright, guys. Like I said, this is Flash 1... oh goddamn, 112, first appearance of Elongated Man. Get this book. Get any Flash book that you could get your hands on. They're all well worth it, and they've always, it didn't need a show for them to be expensive. These are legitimate keys. There's no rumors about it. These books have always been key issues. They're legitimately expensive. And like I said, guys, that'll do it for my video. I'm still waiting on one big book, but to be honest, I don't know how many more hauls I have left, especially with Christmas around the corner, guys. So, like I said, I appreciate the comments, the views, all the support I get, and like I said, go Cowboys. Lightning out.